guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you two ways to make a magic circle or magic ring, whatever you'd like to call it, but basically it's how you start majority of your amigurumi projects. So this circle right at the beginning. So this is how I do it right-handed. Obviously left-handed it would be different, I guess, flipped over. But yeah, this is how I do it. So I'm going to use this green string to make it easier to see. I've got my yarn coming from the left and going towards the right. So the first way I'm going to show you is how I used to do it. It's a bit more awkward, but it requires less hand remembering where things go. So that is the way I did it until very recently, until I learnt the other way. So that is definitely a way to do it. And then the second way I'm going to show you, I find personally easier now, but again, learning the first way may be easier. So I'll show you that way and then I'll show you the other way. What I'm going to be doing is grabbing the yarn from the left side and wrapping it over just like this. So I'm grabbing this and looping it over. And then I'm gonna just turn it this way to make it easier for myself. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab my hook and I'm gonna go under this loop and over this loop. And then I'm gonna pull it through, just like that. I'm gonna twist my hook to the right, so clockwise, and then hold it down like that. Next thing is I'm going to grab the yarn from the left side with my left hand, and I'm going to grab it and pull that through. And then now you can kind of like tighten it up on all the edges, and that is how you start the magic circle. You can kind of untangle it a little bit. There you go. So the next thing you're going to do is add your single crochets on it. So you're going to go under this loop here, so hook under and grab your yarn, pull through, wrap around, pull through, under, grabbing that yarn, wrap around, pull through. And usually, oops, I will do this 8 times to start a project. If you're using a thicker yarn, it's usually a good idea to not do it too tight. Well, it's usually a good idea to not do it too tight, just in general, but with the chenille yarn, sometimes it can get a bit caught up in itself, so yeah. So now I'm going to grab this little loop here, and I'm going to pull tight, just like that, and then that is the magic circle started. So this is the way I do it now. So what I do is I grab my yarn, I've got the end going to the right again and it coming from the left. I'm going to grab my left hand and hold it out like that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be wrapping around these fingers. So these ones can just kind of hang down here. So what I like to do is go over top of these two so I can put my yarn under here and make a nice long end tail. And then I'm going to wrap it around once and then twice, but I'm just going to end here. So I'll show you again. So we're going up, around and finishing, and you can use these fingers to kind of hold it in place, just like that. I'm going to grab my hook now and I'm going to go under and over and grabbing this loop. Then I'm going to turn my hook clockwise so I'm grabbed onto that. The next thing I'm going to do is twist my hand this way, and you will see 2 strings on my fingers. I'm going to grab this one on the left and pull through, just like that. And that is how I start the magic ring or magic circle. And then what you're going to do is go under these 2 bits of string or yarn, grab the yarn, and the yarn that you're grabbing is the long end that continues on. Grab it, pull through, wrap around, pull through, and continuing on until you have as many as you like. Sometimes you've got to kind of pull it a little bit. You can see this one's getting a little bit roughed up just because I used this piece to demonstrate the first one. 7, 8, and pull through. And there you go. I hope this helped. I hope it was clear enough. I'm not great with terminology because I make all my own patterns, so I kind of just write it down to make sense in my mind, so it might not be, you know, translated exactly perfectly, but I hope it was easy enough to follow. And yeah, hopefully you have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching.